Okay, here's a quick tutorial on how to get your works cited out of your Noodle Tools project and into your actual paper. So once you've opened Noodle Tools and you have your projects here, you want to go click on the project, get to the dashboard. Once you're within that, go into Sources. Then once you're in Sources, all of your sources should be listed there. We were adding them as we were finding them throughout the research process. So over here on the left-hand column, there's this printer export option. If you drop the menu down, the option we want to choose is to print or export to Google Docs. It may ask you for some permissions, or it may show you in this kind of top right hand menu bar here, or excuse me, address bar. It may say that there's a pop-up blocked. So I'm going to click print or export to Google Docs. It opens up a whole nother tab for me because I've already given permission to Noodle Tools to access my Google Docs. Now I have a separate document with all of my works cited information. This is good, but it's a little bit cumbersome. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to the edit option. We're going to choose select all. We're going to go back to edit. We're going to say copy. Then we're going to open our actual paper. And we are just going to, when the paper is done, we're going to go over to edit and we're going to hit paste. Now at least my works cited is on the same page as, if you look above, my paper here, and if you look below, my actual rubric is over here. So somewhere smushed in the middle is the works cited. One thing I don't love is how my works cited kind of starts at the end of one page and then goes down into another page. So what I want to do is try and get this works cited on its own separate page. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say insert, and I'm going to scroll down about 3/4 of the way down this option. I'm going to hit page break, and that's going to take that works cited and move it onto its own separate page. If you have a ton of sources, it may end up being a 2-page works cited. Mine, I think, just barely squeezes here onto its own separate page, and then down below is the actual persuasive essay rubric. So it's here. And don't worry if there's a little bit of a gap, although I don't love this empty page. So I could come in and kind of try to clean that up a little bit. So you may want to do that before you actually hand this in. Once you have your works cited added and your paper is entirely typed, I encourage you once again to read through it from the very beginning to the very end, trying to catch some of your own mistakes and errors. And then the next step for us to do is to get our peer editors and work on having somebody review our writing for us. So good luck with this.